What's up, weirdos? We are back for another garden tour, and today is June 25th, 2020. And yeah, the first thing you're going to notice is the peas. They're getting pretty big. Yeah, I'd say some of them are probably about 7 feet tall now. And we've been picking them since the 12th, so a couple weeks now. I added a rain gauge to my garden, as well as a thermometer here. Nice thermometer that I got off of Amazon. Looks really nice. Current temperature is about 80 degrees. It's not too bad out here. It's still kind of hot for me. Tomatoes are looking really good. These are the tomatoes that I started, or actually I got these from a greenhouse. And they're massive. I mean, compared to a lot of the people's tomatoes around here, these things are pretty big. Yeah, this one's, these are persimmon tomatoes. And they have nice big orange tomatoes on them whenever they ripen. These are brandywines, and looking really good. The onions are getting pretty big too. Look at them. They were pretty small when I put them in. Beets and carrots. I picked one beet for my stepdad to try, and it's good. It just needs to be a little bit bigger, so I'm going to let these grow a little bit longer. The carrots are going to be a while. The zucchinis are just taking over completely. There's a cabbage moth over there. Hey, get out of here. Flying away now. Yeah, I don't want them laying their eggs on here, because they will eat their little egg, the little worms, caterpillars will eat all the leaves, and they do that for cabbages and anything in the brassica family, but they will eat other leaves too. So they've been chewing on these. They've been chewing on the cucumber leaves over there too. But yeah, the zucchinis are looking good. The beans are starting to take off. Beans take a little bit to get going, but once they start climbing, they just go crazy. And this one, I don't know what this is, but it's been determined to grow upwards. I keep trying to grow it down because it's where else is it gonna go? But I don't. It's a different bean from all the other ones, so I don't know. They mixed up the beans whenever they gave me the packets. The peppers are looking good. They're really branching out. They're not getting very tall, but they got a lot of leaves on them, so they're looking pretty good. Thyme is starting to flower, as you can see. Looking nice. Goji berries are still yellow. This one's looking a little bit better though. So I think maybe the lime helped. You can see we got another order of wood chips here, free wood chips. I always love that. I'm going to use it for all my projects. Lemon balm and some more peas and beans in here. Cucumbers, doing good. These are the cucumbers that I planted earlier. I don't see any cucumber beetles on these, so, and I've never seen cucumber beetles here, so I know it's something else that's chewing on them. But yeah, it's not going to affect them too much. They look pretty good. Potatoes are really flowering, as you can see. All these ones are flowering. All the ones in the pots have flowered for the most part. So we're going to be picking potatoes here not too long from now, maybe another month. And the purple coneflower, the echinacea, looking good. I think we're finally going to get some flowers here pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to that. More squash over here, and kohlrabi, and more beans. And this, I still don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a carrot. I don't know if it's Queen Anne's lace. So I'm just kind of waiting until it opens up completely. And yeah, I don't know. Guys, do you know? Because I don't. More tomatoes over here. These are Cherokee purples and some golden something. I don't know. Gold medal. I grew those ones from seed. And then I have some borage here, and that's really looking good. And we're going to get some flowers here pretty soon. Yeah, got borage all through here. One in there. I got some more outside the garden, and then some more in here. Yeah, they're looking good. And these are all my cherry tomatoes, and they were pretty tiny when I planted them, but not anymore. There's 6 tomato plants per bed. And of course, the peas, they are just amazing. Doing great as always. Last year had a good harvest. This year we're having an even better harvest, and I think it's mainly because I planted 4 beds of them. So yeah, looking really good. These are all sugar snaps, and again, we've been picking them like crazy. And the more you pick them, guys, the more you're gonna get. And I usually come out here every day and pick at least 40 and eat all of them. We haven't even frozen it yet. More peppers over here. These ones are doing a little bit better. These are bell peppers. Again, some basil that's still in here. And then these are the shell peas. That's why they're kind of all over the place. They don't get very high, maybe like 2-3 feet, so I just let them grow where they're at. More squash in here, doing really well. This is Zeppelin squash. And this is spaghetti squash. It's a little bit further ahead. I don't know, maybe the spaghetti squash vines out more. I'm not sure. It got more cabbage moths over here. They have nothing to lay their eggs on, except for the kohlrabi here. You see, that's what he's doing. He's laying little eggs on it. You can see the little yellow thing right there. Might be able to see it. Yeah, a little yellow dot. That's a cabbage moth egg. Just want to pick those off, especially if you have cabbage or something. You definitely don't want them laying on cabbage. Kohlrabi, I don't really care too much, because you can see the kohlrabi. This is what you eat. This thing down here, this giant bulb shaped thing, that's what you eat. You don't eat the leaves. At least I don't think you do. So I'm not too worried about that. Oh my gosh, I gotta pick some lettuce. Yeah, lettuce has to get picked. I picked some yesterday. Now I have to pick more today. It's just wonderful. And kale, and yeah, more lettuce and spinach that's already starting to bolt. Spinach is one of those things I think you just need to just grow it in the fall, honestly, because it doesn't like the heat at all. Yeah, I have it planted in here, and it some of it already started bolting, like within, you know, I don't know, a week of it starting to, you know, ripen and mature. It's not worth growing spinach, guys. Wait until the fall. Grow it in the fall. It does better then. And then into the overflow garden. Tomatoes are looking good. Peppers are looking good. The beans and the watermelons have attracted some pests. Yeah. I think it's either rabbits or groundhogs or deer. It could be any of them, or it could be a combination of them. But they are eating the leaves off of my watermelon plants, as you can see. They're just biting them off. Yeah. Now the leaves do grow back, so that's good. But I don't like it, and it's definitely making it harder for the plants to produce. So what I did last night was I mixed up a nice organic pesticide, a little bit of cayenne pepper and some water and some soap, some peppermint soap, and I sprayed it on there. And so we're gonna see if the rabbits and the deer and the groundhogs like Papa Jeffy's spicy surprise. So we'll see how that works. I don't know. So far so good. I haven't seen any new leaves missing. Sunflowers are doing well, as you can see. And again, the tomatoes and peppers are just looking great in here. These were all just scrawny looking things whenever I planted them. And more peppers down here, more tomatoes over here. And again, zucchinis. They're looking good. I got a couple watermelons that just came up. Like that one came up. This is mine that I planted, and the rest of these in these mounds, these are all from my friend that he brought over. But yeah, these are all single zucchinis. Some people like to plant them like two in a hole, but I like to do just one per hole, and they bush out. They get pretty big. And so we're going to be picking some pretty soon. We already picked some from the other ones. So yeah, looking forward to that. And oh yeah, look at these tomatoes. They're looking good. They're looking really good. And really nothing new to report in the food forest. It is pretty much just, you know, growing, doing its thing. The apples are growing. There's only 3 on there. And then there's that one gooseberry that has one gooseberry on it. So yeah, really not much going on there. The mulberry tree, as you can see, it is alive. I don't know if I showed that to you in the last episode, but that was dead whenever they shipped it. At least I thought it was, and it was dead for a whole year. And then this year, there's a branch on it. So yeah, it's looking good. And again, I did some work over here. So you'll see this big pile of branches and jagger bushes and all kind of stuff. I started the first phase of clearing this out and putting in the raised beds over here. You can see I just, you know, cut a bunch of limbs and stuff. Did it over here as well, kind of getting a little bit more sunlight in here. I'm going to take out this little ash tree right here because it is kind of in the way. And then after that is done, I'm going to go ahead and grab the skid loader and kind of level this out, probably about to this level. And I don't know if you can tell on the video, but this is about a foot or two, maybe 2 or 3 feet below the ground up there. And so I'm gonna do that where I just kind of level this whole thing out, and then probably build like a little rock wall or something as a retaining wall, and then put some raised beds in here. I also plan on putting some berry bushes and stuff in here, a little bit of shade. Gooseberries will do well. Currants will do well. And same thing over here. I'm going to clear out a lot of this stuff. There's some wild raspberries in here, but we're going to get rid of them as well because I don't want them mixing with my domestic raspberries over there. They can give each other all kind of diseases, and I don't want that. And yeah, over here I'm probably going to do a raised bed as well, like with a trellis. And we're going to grow Schizandra berry. So looking forward to that. But yeah, I think that is good for now. Yeah, just kind of a short update compared to some of the other videos, but just want to let you guys know that I am still doing lots of gardening stuff, even though I'm not posting it. All right, guys, goodbye.